In front of me are cheat meals from various celebrities, from Kim Kardashian all the way to The Rock. And today, this 67-year-old fitness guy is going to review them all. First up, The Rock. Everybody's big fans of The Rock, big wrestler, big movie star, big budget movies. And apparently, in one sitting, he will have a pizza, half with bacon, half with pepperoni and pineapple. People are still putting pineapple on pizza. Okay, that's the thing. A huge stack of pancakes with butter and syrup, and then various kinds of sushi. I think we have some salmon in here and some shrimp or something. And so let me start with the pizza. Let's go over here. So we have processed meat, which obviously, you know, if you know anything about processed meat, that can lead to all kinds of disease and cancer and whatnot. The pineapple, maybe all by itself in a bowl, that might be okay. And of course, there's cheese everywhere. And this is a simple carb. It's a processed carb. It's not a complex carb. So for example, this is something I used to love. Pepperoni pizza, man, was just Christmas in my mouth. You know what I mean? Gorgeous, unbelievable, fabulous in every possible way. I'm talking about like yummy, yummy, yum. Now, based on who I am and what I've learned, and because of that thing I keep showing you, I don't want to fill in the gaps, all right? I like being vascular, and I like being strident, I like being strong, I like my six-pack, I like climbing ropes, I like skiing hard at Jackson Hole from the top to the bottom, and if I ate this, I wouldn't be able to do that anymore, so I stay away from that. Now, one of the things that I used to do as a child was have pancakes. Pancakes and waffles, loved them. Oh my God, it was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have cereal today, I'm not gonna have bacon and eggs today and hollandaise sauce and cheese or whatever else I used to have, but pancakes were amazing. But you know, here's the thing I've learned about pancakes. Do you know the ingredients here, the syrup, the butter, the simple carbs, non-complex carbs, the ingredients in this is exactly the same as birthday cake. So if you're gonna have pancakes, then get some candles and put them in there and blow them out. But the more you eat it, the less candles you're gonna be blowing out because you're gonna be dead much sooner than you like to be. So if you want birthday cake in the morning, bingo. Now the sushi, okay? Now of all the cheat meals, I'm gonna have to say this is the least problematic. I love sushi, I have it once in a while. I am vegan adjacent. What does that mean? I have beef once in a while. I have chicken once in a while. I have salmon once in a while. But very once in a while, I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8 times a year. And so this is white rice. White rice, is it ideal? Is it fabulous? No, you know what I mean? They don't usually make sushi with brown rice, and I understand that, but there's avocado in there and there's salmon in there. And you know what? That little guy right there, So here's the drill, boys and girls. I'm gonna rank each of these 6 meals. This is the first one, this is The Rock's. I don't know what the other ones are gonna be. I have no idea, they're coming, we'll find out. Now, there's 2 other criteria. Number 1, how healthy they are and how good they taste. So, first of all, looking at this meal, I don't wanna give this the 6 because there's the sushi and that's kinda healthy. I'm gonna rank this one before I even know what anything else is. I'm gonna give it number 5. No, I changed my mind. 4. It's officially a 4. There are others that are healthier, and there are 2 more that are worse. Also, flavor-wise, yummy, yummy, yummy. Health-wise, not at all, not at all. And yeah, you can get away with eating that once in a while. So even though I gave this a 4 in the rankings, I don't know what the heck is coming. That could have been a mistake. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out when the new ones come. 4, I should have said 3. I'm changing my mind to 3. In the middle, that way I've got some room on either side. This is originally 3, and I think it's because of the sushi, because it's not the worst of the 3. The Rock eats this all at the same time. All right, Kardashian. Let's find out what that one is right now. Kim, what doth we have in front of me here? Honestly, it feels like she's on a suicide mission. We've got deep fried potatoes, and we've got melted cheese on there. So no nutritional value with there. Maybe some protein, maybe a little bit of carbs in there, but it's fried. French fries are in a fryer. I mean, it's just, you know, anybody know what AGEs are? Advanced glycation end products. Dangerous, cancer-causing food. And the burger, the bun that's white bread, man. I mean, that's just overly processed. There's no fiber. There's 0 fiber in that baby right there. And then the lettuce and tomato, there's some hope there. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. That's oh yeah. That tastes weird. I don't know why. It shouldn't. Okay. Maybe, get me a puke bucket. And then of course you got this vanilla shake. And I don't know, they use all kinds of fillers and whatnot in there. And I don't know, there's probably a whole lot of chemicals that are similar to what you'd find in this plastic plate. So let's rate it. Now, of course, I don't know what's coming next. The only thing I've done is the rocks, and I gave that a 3, even though I was gonna give it a 5, and then I gave it a 4, but it really ended up with a 3. And then who knew that stuff like this was gonna be here? And of course, the others, I don't know either. I still have more to do. So if the rocks is a 3, I'm gonna have to give this, how nasty this is, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. So there's probably a 5 and a 6 that's worse, and maybe there's hopefully, a 2 and a 1 that's better. Health-wise, nothing here is healthy. While she's eating this meal, she calls it a cheat meal. She understands that it's not healthy. Tasty? Oh, this is, you know this is gonna taste good. The taste buds are gonna go yummy, ah, yay. But what's inside, like when it's down into the gullet, even though only birds have gullets, when it's down here and below, it's just doing damage. It's just causing problems. Your digestive tract, you're probably gonna end up with irritable bowel syndrome and horrible gas and diarrhea or constipation. I don't know, man, but if you want the future to be bleak, that's your meal. Enjoy, Kim. Terry Crews, how are you, buddy? I know what you eat. Eat the Cheetos, the mac and cheese, and the fritters. These are your cheat snacks meals. This is not a meal. Maybe the mac and cheese is a meal, but I'm gonna tell you right out of the box, this gets the lowest rating of the 3 so far. So The Rock and Kim Kardashian, you've rated slightly higher. This is just nastiness. Mac and cheese, one of my favorite things as a kid. This is food that anyone under the age of 9 gets to eat. Anybody over the age of 9. Terry, are you 8? I don't think you're 8, buddy. That is something that you continue to eat. Hey, look, you're big, you're strong, you're famous, and you're funny, and I think those are all great things. But that ain't food anymore, man. Not for you, your age. And the fritters, I so desperately want to eat one of these things. Like I just look at that thing. The glaze, the smell. You know what I'm gonna do? That's it. That's as far as we're gonna go. Just a little bit. And the Cheetos, man. I mean, look at the laundry list back here. What the heck is in here? So many chemicals. So let's see. Healthy, not at all. Sorry, not at all, and not at all. So there's no health. Taste. Ridiculous. I mean, Terry, when it comes to taste, you're killing it, buddy. I mean, amazing flavor-wise. But as far as quality and ingredients and healthy and nutritious, 0, 0, and 0. All right, and we're gonna give you, we got the 3 and we got the 4. This is a 5. I'm anticipating one more that's coming is gonna be worse than this. I don't know what that can be, but man, this is really bad. But carry on, Terry. You're doing great. Jamie Foxx, boy, so talented, very funny, love his work, fantastic, really a rock star in the world of filmmaking and everything else. And these are some of his cheat meal snacks. I just want his career to continue for a long time. And I'm gonna just say that if he's gonna go with the lobster bisque and the candy bars and the Lay's, we're not gonna see as many Jamie Foxx films as we'd like in the future. And I don't know how often he's making these kinds of mistakes. And by the way, we're gonna talk rankings right now. So we've already covered 3, 4, and 5. And I don't wanna give him a 6. This is not a 6 thing. I mean, the processed candy and chips, like this is a cancer and that is obesity right over there. The lobster bisque, is it the worst meal soup in the world? No, but it's not. It's super creamy and whatever. I don't eat shellfish and the crab legs. We added the corn and the potatoes just to make it look nice. I don't know if Jamie is actually having the corn and the potatoes, but if you're watching Jamie, you might want to add these 2 because I think that's where the good nutrition comes from. The potatoes, right? I mean, obviously it's starch and the corn. You know, there's a lot of opinions about corn. I don't eat corn necessarily. I don't have popcorn anymore. I used to, but I want everything to be fresh, you know what I mean? So I try to avoid things that fill in the gaps, and I don't want that, right? So, Jamie, let's rank your cheat food. These are candy bars. I don't eat candy bars because I'm not 11 years old, okay? As an adult, it's weird to eat this, okay? But wait, I do on occasion, about once or twice in a bad year, 3 times, I'll have a Snickers bar. Apologies, confessions, I do like a Snickers bar. So again, you know, like every once in a while, I don't know, maybe Jamie's looking good and like because he's not eating this stuff. Potato chips, this is just, you know, it's just fried chips with lots of salt. A pretty low ingredients list here, but generally not very healthy. I just don't eat food like that. I don't eat processed things that come in packages, highly processed. I don't eat that. Lobster bisque, that's not what I have for soup. And then crabs, I'm not a shellfish guy, but I would say, as far as flavor, yummy, yummy, and ridiculously yummy. These types of foods, that's the reason why they're cheat meals, because they taste good and people want to put them in their mouth, all right? But then the other rating is health. Health-wise, no, not great. The corn is good, the potatoes, yeah, man, those aren't so bad. And the crab's legs, I mean, you know, not the worst thing. That is single ingredient, that is single ingredient, that is single ingredient. So I'm gonna have to give this a higher rating. I'm debating right here at this very moment, is it a 1 or is it a 2? Like if I was on a desert island and I was starving to death and these were my choices, probably would avoid those, I would probably be okay with eating this. I'm gonna go 2 on this one, all right? I'm gonna go 2, I'm not gonna give it a 1. A 1 seems just too generous. All right, Jamie, keep the good work, buddy. I think you were fantastic on Colbert that one time you were on there. I loved it, man. You were very, very funny, very talented. Just keep going, but don't eat this too often, all right? Number 2 on the list, tastes great, healthy. So here we are. We all know this one thing together. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 are taken. So we have 1 and 6. What will they be? Have I guessed properly in advance? Nobody really knows, but we're gonna find out right now. This, my friends, is what Chris Pratt likes to do when he is cheating. Now the cake, gang, I mean, we don't even have to guess what's going on there because it's just sugar and another kind of sugar and then there's some, you know, processed carbs and it tastes amazing. And the Philly cheesesteak, I mean, what a classic. I mean, oh my gosh. If I didn't eat the way I eat now, I would gobble that thing down right now. And I used to love cake. You want to hear something crazy? My 2 favorite foods as a kid was burnt toast and cake. Yeah. I was a C-minus student who didn't even know his own name because of the way I ate. Now, Chris Pratt, Chris, your career, you're taking off, you're doing great, you got so many fans, you're so talented, you're funny, you do serious roles, you're amazing. But I want you to keep going, man. And if you eat too much of this, as a former P90X user, this is not good behavior, my friend. And I just want to say that I hope it's rare. You know what I mean? I like cake too. Maybe tiny little slices, maybe only a third of the actual Philly cheesesteak, I don't know. This is this time for rating, okay? Now, as a former cake lover, again, my 2 favorite meals were burnt toast and cake. So I get the cake thing, and the Philly steak thing is equally yummy. So on the yummy scale, again, they're cheat meals. They're very high on the yummy, both of these things. Healthy-wise, not at all. None, 0, nada. Forget about it, okay? Over here on the cheesesteak, there's protein in there, and there's a little protein in the cheese, you know what I mean? There are much better sources for those things. And having a little Philly cheesesteak once in a while, you know, you're at the Eagles game, before the game, you go up, you get that thing, you throw it back, you watch the game, have a couple of beers, is it the end of the world? No, but you do it all the time, trouble, trouble, trouble. All right, that's just the way I think about it. I am a freak, all I eat is vegetables. And where does this live? All I have is 1 and 6, 1 and 6, 1 and 6. Okay, relatively not healthy, very tasty, 1 and 6. You know, if I knew this was coming earlier, which I did not, this cannot be 1. I hope it's not 1. I don't know what the last one is. I don't know who the celebrity is for the last one. So it's Tony's guessing game. I'm gonna have to unfortunately put this at 6, even though it doesn't really deserve to be there. Sorry, Chris, but I didn't know in advance. So there you go, number 2. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and 6 are taken. Let's see what number 1 is gonna be. Boy, that's got a lovely bouquet. I think I smell nutmeg. Anyway, that is red wine. And I don't drink at all, haven't in a long time. Anyway, wine used to give me headaches. And so what we're looking at here is Beyonce's cheat meals and beverage. Now this is her favorite, pepperoni pizza. Of course, it was at one time my favorite as well. And this is Popeye's chicken. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I know how good that's gonna taste. I know how good that's gonna taste. And red wine, oh my gosh, if I could drink it. I used to back in the day, but it gave me headaches, I don't know why. Probably because it was telling me not to drink it anymore. Okay, now let's talk about Beyonce just out of the box. Probably one of the single most talented people on the earth or ever on the earth. I mean, absolutely beautiful, absolutely talented. I mean, she can do any genre whatsoever. She is incredible in every possible way. And I feel horrible, honestly, I feel horrible having to rank this because I don't want to offend her or really any of the other celebrities anyway. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, the whole truth based on what I know. And so flavor-wise, a 10, another 10. And I'm not really a wine person, but people who are connoisseurs, and I'm sure she is, and I know for a fact, well, I don't know, but I'm just guessing she only drinks the very best. So flavor-wise, amazing. She's picked fine meals, cheap meals for the flavor because she deserves it because she's so flippin' talented. Health-wise, no. And no. And maybe a little bit with the wine. So that's how I feel. That's how I would rate her. I still think she's amazing and very, very talented. And unfortunately, somehow this has ended up #1 as the least damaging cheat snack / meals of all, but it is Beyoncé, so she gets the #1 rating. There you go, T. Horton, all 6 taken care of. If you want to eat food like this, your future could be not so good. Well, I didn't get the rankings exactly the way I wanted to get them, and that's okay. I'm thrilled that Beyoncé got the #1 spot, but in reality, check them out right there. That's the actual order. So there you have it. That was fun. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you next week, and do not forget to subscribe.